what a great result, mates, for yourself. 3-1 victory. Next round, what's your thoughts?
Well, it's good, wasn't it? You know, after the conversation we had on Tuesday night, you know, we've come levels like I said we could. It was always going to be a tough FA Cup fixture, they always are, made even harder by a team that's coming from 8 or 9 miles down the road. They're also flying, full of confidence. I said on Tuesday, I know what I've got in my changing room, and you saw what I've got in my changing rooms today. When we're at the races, I don't think there's many better than us. And from start to finish today, I thought was brilliant.
Let's talk about Brooksy's goal, first goal. I mean, what a hit.
This is the thing. I know what Brooksy can do. Brooksy knows what Brooksy can do. When you're 37, it's not easy to do it twice, 3 times a week. But his left foot in the non-league, there's probably not many better about. In all fairness, his corners are on the money. His free kicks are on the money, and then obviously that one falls out to him at the back stick early on, and he's just hit it. And as soon as it left his foot, I thought he's got half a chance, and it's at the inside of the post. Keeper's not moved, I don't think. That's what he brings us, but he doesn't want to play. You know, I don't really want him to play, but at the minute I can't pull him out. He's got 2 goals today. Had another great game, won all his headers. And listen, I don't want to blow too much smoke and all that stuff, but great performance. But not just him. He knows he needs good legs around him. I know that. That's why I've changed it up today. You know, if we'd have got beat today, people would have probably looked at me and gone, took 2 centre halves out, put centre halves in that are probably not really centre halves. You know, what are you doing? That falls on my head. They're the decisions I make today. It's paid off.
And you know, great crowd here today, and people sort of like come away either ecstatic, upset, you know, but there can't be any complaints from much, really, can there?
I wouldn't have thought so. If you get any complaints from, I don't know, like I say, I don't think their managers would complain. They've said we're a much better team, and any true fan that's been through the gate today and watched that will say March Town, you know, second best all over. We were just at the races, you know, and that's the reaction I wanted, because we was not at the races Tuesday, and I wanted that reaction. And I think the way we started, and once we got a teeth in, we just didn't let up. That's what I expect.
So how do you get that performance every week without going ballistic at half time against Pinchbeck? How do you manage to get that performance?
Well, you don't, do you? As a manager, you hope for it. Like I said, more often than not, and then you might have an indifferent one, but you don't lose the indifferent one, like I said on Tuesday. Listen, we're step 5. We'll make mistakes. The players are not training every day. We've all got normal jobs. You know, the body reacts different to different things. We're not looked after by sports science, unfortunately. We're not at them levels. But what I do know I have got is lads that will do a little bit extra away in their own time. You know, put in the hard yards when I asked them to. No one likes doing it, but that last 15 minutes today proved that we were the much fitter side. And like I say, again, without exaggerating, we could have had 6 or 7.
But you said last week that you are one of the fittest teams in this league, or you want to be one of the fittest teams in the league. And I think, like you said, the last 15 minutes it really proved that you really were, you know, at the races right to the last minute. From
the first day of pre-season, I said no one likes doing a pre-season, but in the last 10 or 15 minutes when you are running over teams and you're getting them chances, this is why we do it. This is why we do these hard yards in pre-season. There's no easy way. There's no shortcuts to being fit. There's no shortcuts to being knowing your jobs and your roles and stuff. You have to be at training. You have to be listening. You have to be switched on. And like I say, I've got a group of lads in there that are all them things.
And with the FA Cup win, extra finances, which is always going to please French and the club as such, you know, another home draw. What's your plea to the fans?
Come back. Obviously, yeah, it's great for the club. I'm just really pleased for the fans and the chairman today. I spoke to the chairman yesterday, and I could tell he was nervous. You know, yeah, he wants. This is his baby. This Wisbeach town is his baby, and they're coming from down the road. You know, the noisy neighbours, if you want. And he was worried what might happen after seeing Tuesday. So was I. But I also know the other side of it, that the chairman doesn't see, that what we can do really. And when I see it week in, week out in training and our application to things, really, really good. But like I say, it's one for the fans today. It's bragging rights around here. you know, I don't live around here, but I've still felt, you know, the fans, the atmosphere today. It was ramped up 2 or 3 levels. It was great, and like I say, if I can keep a few more bodies through the gates on top of that, I'm sure, listen, that'd be great for us.
So Danny, two goals today. Hit one much better.
To be fair, it's probably up there with a few. We've got a playoff one at Stamford, but to be fair, with what that means to this town, it's up there. You know, to beat our local rivals, and for me, comfortably in the end. Absolutely delighted.
And all the fans must be with that first one, and then the penalty as well. Celebrating it with the fans must mean a lot to the fans and also to yourself.
You know, it's, you know, from where we started, you know, this time last year to what we've got now is a million miles. And we, you know, me and the gaffer aren't from around here, but we know how much it means to these guys. You know, we've got a localish based side now with some quality, and you know, we're out there now. We're out there to be shot at. You know, big crowd, and in these games you've got to perform. And if you keep doing that, the crowd will come back, hopefully, which is what we want, because that gives the lads more impetus to go into next games thinking, right, crowd are here, let's go. Right.
And you hope the fact that they will see the progression from where we were last year and probably the previous 3 or 4 seasons, which everybody knows has been a real struggle, but you now seem to be getting like a settled team. Most have been here, or a few were here last year as well. So people start to get to know the players, which is really what most of the local fans really want to do.
Yeah, so for us, you know, we know what we needed, and what we've brought in is exactly what we wanted. There's no, you know, we've worked on stuff, and we've brought lads in that we wanted to bring in and that want to be here. It's not a case of come here, look, we'll pay you X amount. That's not the case. We want lads here that want to be here, and if you're not part of it, we don't want you. It's a full team effort, and you know, it's not 1 to 11, it's 1 to 16, 17, 18 that's going to get us places. And you know, from where we started last year, we want this place to be a fortress, and we need fans to come through the gate to do that.
And speaking with Matt, you know, trying to just keep the impetus going and keep moving forward. Where do you see this going?
Look, you know, we're ambitious. We want to win things. We want to win games. But you know, things will take time, and we said it would take time when we first got the job. We said it would take till Christmas last year. It took till Christmas. We lost 4 games from Christmas to the end of season, and we've carried on that run, and we'll keep carrying on that run as long as everybody wants to work hard, do their jobs, and do the basics, and you know, the results will take care of themselves.